I had a student that played like this over here, kind of really great. Do I want to be the teacher that says, okay, you're 15, should we move this over to the middle? You know, no, I'm not going to mess with it. I don't want to be the teacher that screws this kid up, and so he can't play, and his parents hate me, and he hates me the rest of his life. On the other hand, I did have another student who played like this. Just something about like that. And I remember asking him one time, I go, can you, let me see your teeth. His teeth were flat in the front. Because usually when we do stuff like this, it's because of teeth position. You know, when somebody's off to the side, it's usually because they got a tooth sticking out or something, right? So this guy's got flat teeth, and I go, well, okay, can you put it in the middle and play? And he goes, yeah. And I go, well, that looks a lot better. Let's go with that, because they both sound like crap. In that instance, should we probably be okay to change them, you know? So anyway, one of the things I learned, first of all, about herniating the neck, was I needed to know a little bit about how to breathe. I was probably going, this is probably my posture marching. I was going, every breath I took, you know, that doesn't work very well on the wind instrument. So I was never told to take the air and relax. And so the way we would do that is by using an open syllable, like O or ho. Maybe ho's not good, maybe home might be good. So he's saying, when you take your air in with an open syllable, you go, lungs are full. You don't have to go, you don't have to suck all the air out of the room or any of that stuff. If you're going down on a ship for the last time, your boat's going down, you're on the mast, it's going down, you're probably not going to go, you're going to go, it's my last breath maybe, you know, you're going to take this nice big full relaxed breath. And that's what we want to do when we play these things. That's just half the battle, is getting the air in relaxed and getting the lungs full without any of that, and that creates tension as well. So open syllable, you can actually emulate that with a piece of garden hose or a piece of PVC pipe or something. Some of you teachers maybe show your students that, you know, where you breathe this in your lungs, you can feel it nice and relaxed, this field when you do it. So what we want to do, so now we've got a nice relaxed tank of air, what do we do with it? Right now we have to figure out where we're going to support from. The best place to support from is probably the mid body. If you had to think of one place to support from, right in the recti abdominis muscle, right below the rib cage. So you take this breath, your stomach should pooch out when you take a breath. You know why that is, anybody? Why the stomach moves when we breathe? It's the diaphragm collapsing. There's no air going down there, even though it does feel that way. Air goes into the lungs, the diaphragm muscle, the parachute-shaped muscle collapses, so it's a muscular reaction. So when our lungs are full, our stomach will move out. You see somebody sleeping, you know, you don't see their lungs going, you know, you see their stomach move up and down, right? So we get that nice relaxed breath, the stomach moves out a little bit, mine moves out automatically, actually. And then you pull your navel in slightly, and what it does is it brings this muscle into play, this push right there. Pretty impressive, huh? So it brings this whole muscle into play here. So that's a really good place, I think, of supporting from. Another thing they told me when I was a kid about support, they said you have to play, this is kind of gross, but it's the only way I can describe it. He told me, you have to play like you're going to the bathroom. Okay? And not number one, just so we're on the same page. Okay? When you think of what horrible advice that is, well, first of all, just the things that can go wrong on a concert. White tucks and tails, you know. Well, here what you're trying to do is you're trying to push compressed air out of your lungs from your back, your lower back muscles. You're trying to go like this and play the trumpet. That was horrible advice to give me. So that's why I was playing like this, because I'm looking for a way to compress air out of my lungs from down here. And the only way I could do it, when you see somebody playing like this with their arms, that's probably what's happening. So what we want to do is we want to bring all this up here so we can bring all these muscles into play to activate the chest muscles, right? So once we pull this in, it doesn't have to be, it's not like we're straining to tighten it up. We're just bringing the muscles into play. This is the way a boxer would. You see a boxer, they're in this crouch all the time. They've got all this in play because they're going to be getting hit the whole time. Not that boxing is like trumpet playing. It actually hurts more, I think. So, you know, I'm not straining, it's just those muscles in play. And so that's it, and it'll keep it, if I'd known what I know now, this would have never happened. Because I would have had this relaxed, I had the compression down here where it belonged, instead of my upper body doing this, you know. And like that, you don't even have a chance of getting a decent sound anyway because everything's so restricted. So you have to blow harder to try to make more volume, and that's what happens. Something has to give. For me, it was my neck. I'll tell you just a very quick story about my neck, if you don't mind. It's kind of a funny story. I was very self-conscious about the way this looked. So I used to wear turtlenecks. Whenever I played, I wore like a black turtleneck sweater. It would be 100 degrees out. And why aren't you hot? No, I'm good. No. So I wore this turtleneck, and I kind of started putting my head down to support it because people used to laugh at me. I'd play, man, and they'd go, "Oh, dude, do that bullfrog thing," and they'd be poking at my neck. So I was very sad. And it's 15, 16 years old. You're pretty self-conscious about that kind of stuff. So my sister came up with this great idea, and I tried a bandana at one point to try to support it, and it would just choke me. I tried to choke me. So my sister made this. Any ladies know what macrame is? It's like a woven, it's like a knitting thing. You use little fine pieces of leather. And my sister made me this choker. Now, I used to surf when I was in high school, so I used to wear puka shells and Hawaiian shirts. That was kind of my look. So I wore puka shells, and I had, with turquoise, I had a lot of turquoise, and then some other blue little jewel that, my girlfriend gave me or something. So my sister made me this choker, and she put a bunch of puka shells in, like real thin little shells, put them all in there, and decorated it up real nice so I could have my little surfer look, and it could serve a purpose. And she put a really heavy-duty clasp on the back of it, and she put elastic on the back of it. So it would support my neck. And then it would give when I played, though, so it wouldn't strangle me. So it would give a little bit, but still give some support. And I was like, oh, this is way cool, So I'm wearing this thing, it looked kind of cool. I thought it did, probably really stupid. But, and fast forward to our annual band concert. And I'm playing with concert band and jazz band later. So I'm sitting in the concert band, and everything's going great. And I'm sitting back in the section. My mom's in the front row taping the concert like she always did. I had the proudest band mother of all time. And she would sit in the front row, and if somebody was talking while I played, she would beat them to death. I'd see a bloody body next to her. I mean, my mom was serious about me, and my music and stuff. So I'm back there, and I'm playing away, and then everything is fine until I get to my trumpet feature. I'm playing this. Bergeron Masterclass, you know this piece probably. He plays a bunch of cadenzas and stuff. Everything's cool, so I get to the last, I'm feeling real good about it, so I get to the ending. This thing explodes. And like hundreds of these shells and beads are. And the conductor, my concert band conductor, just dropped the baton and was like, okay, I guess we're done. I knew. We never got to the bum 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 bum. So I have the cassette of this. And I should put it on YouTube or something because it's really funny. You just hear me play this note and then stop, and then the room erupted in laughter.